Hey everyone, welcome to another Gumstix video. Today we are comparing our TensorFlow setup process to NVIDIA's SDK installer. This tutorial is perfect for those working with our Jetson Snapshot, Mega Drive, and development boards. Just a note, our install screencast is running in real time, whereas NVIDIA's is sped up in the lower right hand corner of the screen. So without further ado, let's get started. First, we're going to head on over to the Gumstix GitHub to download our Yocto image that has TensorFlow pre-installed. The demo link is in the video description and it contains a step-by-step guide if you'd like to follow along. Next, we're going to head on over to geppetto.gumstix.com to download the AutoBSP file for the Jetson Nano development board, which we are using in this tutorial. Geppetto is our browser-based board design tool that allows you to customize any Gumstix product to meet your project's requirement, right in your browser with manufacturing taken care of by Gumstix. Next, unzip the AutoBSP archive and the Gumstix Yocto image into the folder that you will be using for this install. Glad that's finally downloaded. Then again, if you're keeping track, we are already 13 minutes into NVIDIA's setup process using their SDK manager. Something to think about. Next, you will need to overwrite the default device tree with the AutoBSP file we've downloaded from geppetto.gumstix.com. Then flash the Jetson Nano, which should be plugged into your computer in recovery mode. For those of you keeping track, our Yocto image install is about 3 minutes in. Meanwhile, NVIDIA's SDK manager is over 20 minutes in, and I'm currently stepping through an on-screen Ubuntu configuration process that has to be completed before the TensorFlow tools can be installed. So our TensorFlow demo is going to be a UDP stream from the Jetson, so there's no harm in setting up the GStreamer pipeline while we wait for the flashing process to be done. This would be a great time to mention that all of the commands and processes that I'm following here are documented on the TensorFlow demo on our GitHub. So for more information, make sure to check that out for step-by-step instructions. Again, the link is in the description. While we wait, I'm just going to take this time to talk a little bit more about the products in our Edge AI series. The Nano Snapshot board can support up to 16 1080p video streams. So if you're doing work with multiple cameras and lots of data analysis, that's a board for you. Whereas the Gumstix Mega Drive is built with expandable storage in mind, so you can collect a lot of data and process it on site before sending it off. Then we have our development board, which is the perfect starting point for an Edge AI project and is easily customized in the Geppetto tool to meet any of your requirements. we've also created a Jetson Nano Fast Flash board to get you started in a flash. Once the Nano has finished starting up, we can connect to it via SSH. Right, once we've connected to the Jetson, we're going to set the CPU and the GPUs to 100%, full tilt, and do a quick check to make sure the camera's connected properly. So, at this point, the files for TensorFlow are already on the Jetson, and we just need to run a little install script to finish compiling. There we go. Compiling process is started. This may take a while. Not an hour, mind you. Once compiling is completed, you can simply run TensorFlow. The first time you run TensorFlow on the Jetson Nano, it needs to build itself an inference model. This sometimes takes a wee bit. Now that we're sitting here watching a pretty motionless screen, it's important to note that we wanted to do this screencast in real time to show that any engineer can get set up with TensorFlow on hardware of their own in very, very little time. And that's especially true if you consider the capabilities of our Geppetto design tool, where you can drag and drop modules onto a board right in your browser, no engineering required. Hundreds of boards have been designed in Geppetto that have made it into consumer products, and some are even on their way to Mars. The tool even lets you download your CAD files for free, just in case you'd like to do your routing elsewhere. Or simply order the board through Gumstix and that's all taken care of. That's because we take pride in making hardware more accessible to more engineers so that more people can innovate. At this point in the process, we've downloaded a couple of files, unzipped them, ran a few scripts, set a few things up on the Jetson, and we're just about ready to go. Whereas over an hour into NVIDIA's SDK manager, we still haven't left their website. And this is for a variety of reasons. One of which is because we have to compile our own disk image in their SDK manager, which is really why this whole process is going to take so long on their system, because we have to compile our disk image before we can install it onto the Jetson, before we can install TensorFlow and get everything running. Whereas the Gumstix Yocto image has everything pre-integrated. So at this point, our Yocto install has gone without a hitch. We're just about ready. Boom! TensorFlow running on a Jetson Nano in under 10 minutes. And just like that, we've got an Edge AI neural net set up, doing what it does best, smart object recognition. The real magic here is that we've built TensorFlow into the Yocto disk image that we make available to customers that are building with the Gumstix Jetson Nano series. We know your time is valuable, and we like to help you get started quickly. Meanwhile, an hour and a half later, and our NVIDIA install is complete, and TensorFlow is working. But in this case, time saved speaks for itself.